Well, hello, movieors, and welcome back to Movieor with American Filmmaker Reacts. And we're jumping into another exciting film recommended by you, the commenters. So let's jump in now to the movie Kill from 2023, if I'm not mistaken. So that's 3 years ago. So let's jump in now and see what we can kill. A Gate for Lions. So this got some big American companies backing it, for sure.
You're good in the field. See you at the training, Paka. Yes, sir.
Captain Amrit Rathod.
It's a good way to introduce characters' names. That's a very, kind of subtle.
साले मुझे सुबह तक मत उठाइए. अच्छा. Tulika's trying to get in touch. It's urgent. Call कर ले.
पापा ने हमारी engagement fix कर दिया किसी और के साथ.
I mean, he's a military man. Like, what do you expect? I mean, it doesn't seem like he's going to be in contact reach all the time, you know?
कल.
मैं आ रहा हूँ नाची.
A lot of gunfire celebrations in these movies. Not really a thing that happens in the United States. Maybe in Texas. Maybe in Texas. He made it. If I had to guess, and nobody's asking me to guess, but she's got a very more like a girl next door type look, compared to what I'm used to of these Bollywood beauties, as it were. I mean, that's not to say she's not attractive. She is attractive, but she just looks a little more what you might call plain Jane in the States. And maybe that's part of the makeup and the look they're cultivating for her. You know, this is the type of character that in an American movie, like a college movie, you'd put glasses on her and she'd be, the nerd. And then, when she goes through her makeover, they remove the glasses and now she's a hottie.
हमको तो तुम्हारे साथ जीना है कैप्टन राठौर.
That guy looked awkward. He's like, do I get on the train? Do I not get on the train? What's happening? 105 rupee gas. I wonder if that's expensive or cheap. I don't know. I have to look it up. That's cool. I agree. Phones are not for phone calls. They are for YouTube videos. This guitar music is a little corny, but I get it. It's very well done. It's a lot like the briefcase in Pulp Fiction. Very nice. Good design. Interesting thing too is the lighting. I'm trying to figure out where she's lit from, because I feel like if it's from the front, he would be shadowing her. I guess it must be above, or maybe the side.
विराट तो पहले बताते तो ना मारते. विराट के तो बहुत बड़े प्रशंसक हैं. Sit.
That's good. That's a good line. Let's go to work.
चुपचाप निकल जाओ इधर से. आ रहा हूँ.
भागो क्या बोले.
Even the bad guys have feelings and love. This is like a video game too, with sending a bunch of henchmen to go after the guys, give them a rush attack. No, Captain!
तो यहाँ मिला है इसलिए जिंदा है. बोल.
I mean, come on, you're killing people and threatening them with knives. You have to imagine there's some occupational hazards to this kind of work. Then she stabs him.
बारे में सोचना है बहुत demanding है.
I heard people making the comparison of Dhurandhar to John Wick, but I will say this has a lot more John Wick type shades, I feel. A lot more hand-to-hand combat. Whereas Dhurandhar was a lot of explosions and guns, much less hand-to-hand in my feeling, except against like the big bosses. Yeah, you kind of set yourself up for that. You probably should have killed a few of those guys before you moved on. Oi! Ah, fuck! Ah, that hurts my hand. Oof! Oh no! It's the boxer! I know we're only 30 minutes in, but this movie's a little light on story so far. Dhurandhar was quite a... I know it's not right to compare these movies, but Dhurandhar was quite a deep story. This is a little more like, this is the love of my life. She's going to marry someone else, but she really wants to be with me. Now we're on a train, and these baddies want to take our money and kidnap my father for ransom. But we are only 30 minutes in. But still, so far, my vibe of this movie is the whole thing is going to take place on the train. Like, it's a train fighting movie. Oh! Oh no! The kid! Oh. No! Oh, God! Right close to his bullet wound. Good God. Stop this man. I feel like instead of hanging that guy over the edge, they should have just brought him in and shut the door. That probably would have been better. Wouldn't have allowed that point of access for that guy. I really like this music though. Like, it's not as strong as Dhurandhar throughout, but there's some great, like, not quite ambient, but like, I don't know what you would call that. Ambient-esque tracks, which I really enjoy. This one especially. Although I will say, I don't know if they fit fully. Like, they kind of, this seems like it'd be more of a low beat, like, the hero's been defeated, but not actively being punched. You know what I mean? Like, he's at his lowest point, he's bleeding, he's shot, he's whatever, but now he's about to get back up, and the more heroic music's gonna start. This seems a little more too low-key for him actively being choked. You should really kill that guy. Take him out now while you have a chance.
क्या है? सिचुएशन के हिसाब से लग नहीं रहा.
Just stab him. Ah!
बचा पाएंगे.
While he's talking, like, ah! Told you. Acha. Beautiful color mix, I will say. Sorry to be like, we're at a dramatic point, but like, God, the red bleeding into that purple is like spot on. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, can you stop stabbing her? End of movie. What an odd place to put the title in. I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, that's the inciting incident. That's the I have to kill them all now because this is what they did to the love of my life. Ouch. I feel like that hammer has been in a lot of scenes that it will come into play at some point. I will be disappointed if it doesn't. Ouch. I like how he pulled the one guy out. It's like, come on, we'll save you for later. See, they should have been killing these guys a long time ago, though. You know, that would have definitely helped. They had knives. They had the access to their knives that they could have taken from them. That was a nice shot. That was very nice. You know what I'm curious about? And I'm sure they do. This is just my ignorance toward Indian filmmaking. Do they have like pre-made sets of things like trains and things like that? Because, you know, during my college years, I went to go shoot on a friend's or a classmate's. He had a plane set on his land. It was like a real plane, but it had no wings, had no like real like plane things. It didn't fly anymore, but it was like a set for a plane. Yeah, I assume India must have something like that as well, because they can't just shoot on real trains, at least not all the time, I would imagine. Oh my God. There's some really nice camera work in here. Really nice. And the editing is very well done. Like it's chaotic, obviously, for the fighting, but it makes sense. It's very coherent still. I guess you owe that to both the cinematography and the editing working well. Sometimes I feel like I watch action films and the action gets very confusing during the editing and you don't really know what's happening. This is pretty coherent, which I enjoy. Oh my God, stop it! Oh, that's